I get the question all the time, where should I move in Austin? What area is best? And I always tell people there's such a huge difference between North and South Austin. And why that is, we've got a little river running through the middle of Austin, the Colorado River, and traffic gets really tough coming up 35 or coming up the Mopac. So if you're going to live in one or the other, it's going to be hard to get back and forth. And if you work in South Austin and live in North Austin, your commute's going to get pretty rough. So that's why I always tell people the biggest thing you need to decide is, are you going to live north or south? So up north, it's a lot different than South Austin. I would say it has more of a metro feel. The Domain is up north, the soccer stadium's up north. There's a lot of cool things to do, both north and south, but absolutely down south you're going to have a more relaxed, more neighborhood feel. And you get a lot of that up north too, but you are going to get more of the metro feel up north too. You get around the Domain, it looks like a little city. So south really doesn't have any of that stuff. It just feels more like rolling hills spread out. But again, there still is houses everywhere. There still are houses everywhere. So you're going to have a pretty decent sized metro either place you go. So you really have to figure out, am I going to go north? Am I going to go south? What I think really matters is where you need to be on a regular basis. So again, if you work up north, you probably don't want to live far south. It's going to be a long commute. You're going to be stuck in traffic. And you're going to be aggravated and upset because you're just sitting in traffic all day and you're thinking, why did I move down south? I knew I had to be at work at the Domain. Now I'm driving 45 minutes every day from South Slaughter up to the Domain through a bunch of traffic. It's not a lot of fun. So I would say number one is work. Number two, though, is what are things you like to do? Maybe you really like to go to South Congress, or you really like the southern parts of downtown. That might not be too hard to get to from up north, but if you like that vibe more, you're probably going to want to live down south. Let's say the gym you want to go to is down south. You're probably going to want to be down by it because you're not going to want to do an everyday drive or a 3 times a week drive to get to that specific gym. So what I really recommend doing is getting to know Austin a little bit before you pick where you want to settle. Maybe you're saying, hey, Jordan, I'm just house hacking, so I'm going to buy one up north, and then I'm going to buy one down south, and then I'm going to figure it out. That can be a good strategy, but I think you can more easily figure it out without having to live somewhere for a year. Come to Austin, spend a few months, spend even a month, go to different areas, get to know different areas and what they have to offer. I know a lot of people in my network say, hey, I could never live south or I could never live north. I think that you really just have to figure that out by testing it out. And the only way to do that is maybe spend a little bit of time in each area. So it doesn't matter which one you choose. There is not a good or bad or a better area to be in, but really be specific on where you want to be. You don't want to spend your whole life in the car. And if you can pick north versus south in Austin, you can get ahead of a lot of that.